Hi, I'm Chef Gail Sokol and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making granola crunch and we're going to be making it not like your typical granola. It's going to be made on a sheet pan flat. And if your kids or family members or you don't like the texture of oatmeal, some people don't like the texture of oats, coconut, it's all ground up in the food processor. So you can sort of hide things in there and the kids will love this. Crumbled over some ice cream, over fruit or yogurt, or just with milk poured over it. It's outrageously good and super easy to make. So before we get started, I want you to click that notification button because I want you to become a subscriber. I don't want you to miss any of my tips or videos because they're awesome. And I love having you with me in my kitchen. It's really an honor and a privilege to have you here. All right, super easy granola crunch. Preheat your oven to 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And I have a 15.5 by 10.5 with a 1-inch high side sheet pan that I've sprayed with nonstick cooking spray. And I put it aside. If you don't want to use nonstick cooking spray, you can use oil, you could use a little butter. But it's really not necessary. Just spray it so that our crunch comes off. In my food processor, I have 1 cup of old-fashioned oats. So if you don't like oats or your family member can't eat oats or doesn't like them, you could use almond flour here or anything that you wanted other than oats. You could use almonds or you could actually use a nut and grind it up in here. You want 1 cup though. All right, so I like to use the oats. I have a daughter, my younger daughter, who doesn't like the texture of oatmeal. So when I grind it up, it's like, Mom, this is delicious. And it's like, yeah, it is, wink, wink. But you know, there's no oatmeal in here, right? And then it's also very healthy, so I don't feel so bad. Just a little white lie anyway, right? Half a cup of wheat germ. And I like to use the toasted wheat germ. So I put that right in as well. It's just sort of like pouring things into the food processor. It's super, super easy. And then I have 1/4 cup of white whole wheat flour. So it's not super wheaty. White whole wheat flour or golden wheat flour is a lighter wheat flour. It's actually not as wheaty tasting, so a lot of people don't mind it. Just 1/4 cup. And then I have 1/8 teaspoon of salt and 1/8 teaspoon of baking soda, just to give it slight puff, not a lot, but it'll react to some of the acidic ingredients here and just puff up a little. 1/2 cup of shredded coconut. I love coconut. If you don't like coconut, you can leave it out. You could even add extra wheat germ or a little extra oatmeal. So you can give or take with these ingredients and do whatever you want. Make it your own. Really make it what you want it. And 1/3 cup, I love dark brown sugar. Love it. So I have dark brown sugar. If you wanted to use coconut sugar, you could as well. But I do love the dark brown sugar because it's got a little molasses in it. And it just has a really, really nice flavor. So I am going to just give this a little whirl. And then we're going to add some other ingredients to hold everything together. But I'm going to really put this to the test and grind it. We want our oatmeal ground, right? Wink, wink. And we want our coconut ground up. So we really want that really fine, almost like a flour, okay? And I can show you, it actually is. It's really, really, see the texture's really, really fine. So again, if anyone's allergic to something, you would not want to use it in here, but my daughter just didn't like the texture of oatmeal, and I understood that. So when I ground it up, she didn't mind it so much. So here I have 3 tablespoons of creamy peanut butter. You want to use chunky? Go ahead and use chunky. If you don't like peanut butter or you can't eat peanut butter, almond butter, cashew butter, any type of butter that you wanted. So I have 3 tablespoons, so that's going to go right in. All right, the worst part of this is getting it to go in. All right, and now I have 2 tablespoons of orange juice, and that has the pulp in it, just to give it a little, little something extra. But orange juice is really good. I like the orange juice in here. 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, and I use a high quality maple syrup. Not, like the stuff that's mostly corn syrup. Use real maple syrup. And 1 teaspoon of maple extract. Put that right in there. And I'm going to add chia seeds, but I want a little texture after all the grinding. So I'm going to put the chia seeds in after this has been ground up. So I'm going to get that in there. This only takes a few seconds, really. Get that peanut butter distributed and everything ground up. And then I have my rubber spatula just to move things around. It's going to look like wet sand at the beach, but you wouldn't want to make a sandcastle out of this. You want to eat this. It's so good. I'm going to pulse it until everything is coming together. And then I'm going to put it into a bowl. All right. Just put that in there. And you can see all the texture, you can't really see the texture, but you can see the different colors. All right. And get everything out. And then I'm going to add my chia. You can grind the chia if you wish. If you have, a child or a family member that just doesn't want to see the chia. And just move that around so that it is in there. And then you're going to press it into your sheet pan. And that's it. That's it. And you're going to bake it probably for about 20 to 23 minutes. It's going to get nice and brown, but it's not going to look completely done. It's really going to firm up when it comes out of the oven. So don't do what I did. It must have been the 20th time that I made this, because I've been making this for a long time. I think it was the 20th time I made this. I baked it and it got so brown. The only person that would eat it was nobody. Well, but me. I don't mind it if it gets a little brown. All right. So I'm going to get my sheet pan. Okay. And get all this in there. And it looks dry, but it's got some moistness to it. So you want to get this nice and sort of flat. So what I like to do is you take my offset spatula and move it around so it's sort of flat and it sticks to the nonstick cooking spray. And then I press it in. I press it in so it's almost like a sheet of this beautiful crunch. And when you break it, you're going to put it in an airtight container. It won't even last that long because everyone's going to say, hey, Mom, can I have some of this? Hey, can I have some of this? And you're going to have to make it again. So I warn you. I warn you. People are going to love it. They're going to love it. And if you have a brunch to go to, this is the thing to bring. Bring a thing of yogurt, make some yogurt parfaits. Forget the eggs Benedict, folks. This is the incredible surprise of the brunch crowd. And it's amazing. It's just amazing. It's so good. So push everybody in. Push everybody in. Even you. Even you. Push, push. And it goes in very flat. All right. So you're going to bake 20 to 23 minutes. You're going to take it out and you're going to let it cool down. And then we're going to take it out and sort of break it into sort of slabs. Yum. I'll see you back between 20 and 23 minutes at 325 degrees Fahrenheit. See you back. So my granola crunch is out of the oven and it looks gorgeous. And it's brown and it's sort of baked together and with all the moistness in there, not too much, but not too little. And it's sort of got into like a plank, you know, like a long plank, but it will break as we lift it up. So I'm going to serve it in a bowl like I would maybe cereal, or you can put some yogurt on that. Like I said, you can make a parfait, whatever you wanted to do. You can put this in an airtight container as well, and it will stay at room temperature for probably about a week. And then you want to use it. And again, you're not going to have any problem using this up. Everyone's going to eat it up probably within one day. It's very good for snacking. So I just go to the end, and whatever breaks off, breaks off. You see how it's just broken off like that? Yummy. And you're just going to put it in your plate. And I'm just going to keep going, and whatever breaks off, breaks off. All right. You'll see. Just break it. Break it. Oh, yeah. Look at that big shard. Yum. And you just break it open like that. And you just put it in. Break it up in a few pieces. It's just really special because it's very toothsome. You know what I mean? It doesn't fall apart in your mouth. It's not like just sprinkling a little mush on there. It's got some substance to it, and it's so healthy, and it's so good, and it just elevates anything you want to serve it with. So I hope you make this granola crunch. You will love it. And more than anything, I hope you become a subscriber. Till next time.